Hello and welcome to the video. Today for World English 3 3rd edition, we will be doing these two pages. And the topic here will be give reasons and explain results. And if you look at the grammar, uh, what the goal is saying is we're going to be learning the use of so, that. So without any further talking here, let's begin. And let me minimize this. Oh, sorry. Let me go to single page first, and then I will minimize it. And we will start with the first part. Open the activity. All right. So in the first part, we are talking about where you are from and what is your nationality. So of course, most of you should already know this. When someone asks or you tell them where you are from, you always give your country name. For example, I am from America, or I am from the United States. And if someone asks, or if you want to tell them your nationality, you would say something like, for example, me, I am American. All right, so as you can see on this part, this side here, each blank space, you will be using one of these. One of these will go into one of these blank spaces. And as you can see from the instructions, use one phrase twice. It just means that one of these will be used twice. So, as I always do, I will give you as much time as you need. Pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. So, here are the answers, and you can check to see if you are right. And I'm sure this is one where all of you got it right. To talk about your background, you can say, I am plus nationality adjective. I'm sorry, -1 for me. For example, I am Brazilian. Alternatively, you can say, I am from, I was born in, I come from, plus a country name. For example, I am from Brazil. If your parents or grandparents come from more than one country, you can describe your background using words like half or quarter and nationality adjective. For example, I am half Brazilian and half Japanese. All right, so as you can see, nationality adjective was used twice. All right, you can pause the video if you need to make some notes or whatever you need to do. Do that now. Okay, so I hope you did what you needed to do, and we're going to move on to the conversation. All right, so in this conversation, which I will actually zoom in a little so you can read along if you don't have the book, we're going to listen to Tom and Julia having a conversation. And by the way, you will hear the word diverse or diverse. It describes things or people that are very different from each other. Also, listen for the stress uh, on so that indicates that someone is introducing a reason or result. Just need to clear my throat. All right. So I will play the conversation in 3, 2, 1.
I'm doing some research about family histories. Could you tell me about your background?
Sure. I have a diverse background. I was born here, but my mom comes from Mexico, and my dad's from Brazil, but his parents were born in Japan. So I guess I'm also one half Mexican, one quarter Brazilian, and one quarter Japanese.
Wow, your family's really multicultural. Why did your parents choose to come here?
They thought that the quality of life here was so high that they should immigrate.
The city does have a good quality of life, but it's really expensive. I get so little money from my job that it's hard to live here.
You're right. House prices are rising so quickly that I've been thinking about moving somewhere cheaper.
All right. So we will be coming back to this conversation very soon. Let's move on to the next page where it's the grammar. We are going to skip C and D because this is something you can do in your own time. You can go ahead and read it. I'll even give you just however much time you need to read it. You can always pause the video whenever you feel like it. But I'm going to move on to the grammar. All right, so as you can see, the grammar here is so that. I will zoom in a little. All right, and I will be reading from the book. One way to give reasons and explain the result of something is to use so that plus a clause. The word or words after so give the reason, and the clause after that explains the result. Note, that is optional. That's why in the first part, where you see so, ellipses, dot, 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 and then in parentheses, you see that, it means you can choose to say it or not. Optional. All right. Several so that patterns are possible. Number 1, so plus adjective phrase plus that plus clause. All right. The movie is so good that I have seen it 3 times. Obviously, an adjective describes something, and in this case, the movie. So the adjective phrase here, so good. Number 2, so plus adverb phrase plus that plus clause. She left so quickly that we could not say goodbye. And of course, the adverb here is quickly, so the adverb phrase, so quickly. 3, so plus many or few plus countable noun phrase plus that plus clause. There are so many good jobs in this city that thousands of people have moved here. All right, in this case, they used many. There are so many good jobs. And the countable noun phrase, of course, is jobs. You can count jobs. So there are many good jobs. Okay, and number 4, so plus much little plus uncountable noun phrase plus that plus clause. I have so little money this month that I cannot even take the bus to work. In this case, they used little, and the uncountable noun phrase would be so little money. Money is not countable. All right, so for F, it says interview your classmates, etc., etc. You can do that in your own time, or in your own time, you can write for numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can write what is true for you. And you can always write in the comments, what you wrote, and I will let you know if it's correct. So I did say we would be going back to the conversation. Okay. So E, find examples of so that in the conversation. And it says match each example to one of the patterns in the grammar chart. So let's look for the examples of so that in the conversation. Let me reset this. All right, we're going to go back. Like I said, we would be going back to this. All right, so here is the conversation. Look for examples of so that in the conversation. Take as much time as you need. Pause the video now. All right, welcome back. I hope you have found the examples. So let's look at this one sentence at a time. I'm doing some research about family history. Could you no, we know that it's not there. Sure, I have a diverse background. Comes from Brazil, but my parents were. So you have so, but there's no that. So I guess I'm half Mexican, half no. Wow, your family's really multicultural. Why did your parents choose to come here? Nope. All right. They thought that the quality of life here was so high that they should immigrate. Yes, I will bring up this, and we are going to do a highlighter. I'm going to use yellow. I think I'm going to use this is the largest size, so I think I will use that. All right, so they thought that the quality of life here, I'm going to say, so high that they should immigrate. All right, so this would be an example of an adjective phrase, so high, describing, right? So high that they should immigrate. All right, let's move on. This city does have a good quality of life, but it's really expensive. All right, yes, we have it here. I get so little money from my job that it's hard to live here. In this case, it's the use of the uncountable phrase. So little money. Right. And yeah, you're right. House prices are rising so quickly. Okay. We're going to go are rising so quickly that I've been thinking about moving somewhere cheaper. All right. In this case, this is an example of an adverb phrase. So quickly. All right. So let me leave this here. You can pause the video, take a look at it, make any notes you need to make. Take as long as you need. Pause the video now. All right, I hope you've done what you need to do. What I need to do right now is erase this. And yep, that's it. And then I'm going to reset and move to the next page. Minimize, and we will do the grammar in the back of the book. All right, so we're going to be doing the grammar. Let me erase this. I don't want to see the eraser, so let me get the pointer. All right, so, and let me zoom in a little bit. All right, here is pretty much what we saw on the grammar page on the I think it was page 8. But the movie is so good that I've seen it 3 times. It's the same sentences, explaining pretty much the same thing. Remember, that is optional. All right, so with the explanation of the grammar, rewrite each sentence pair. Remember, there are 2 sentences here. You're going to make each of these. Okay, each of these have 2 sentences. You're going to make it so that it's 1 sentence using so that. All right. Take as much time as you need. If you have your book, please go to this page. You should already be here and you can write in your book. If not, take out a piece of paper, use your device, whatever you need to do. But yeah, take as long as you need. Pause the video now. All right, welcome back, and let's check what you wrote. All right, he uses his phone often. The battery runs out quickly. All right, so you should have, he uses his phone so often that the battery runs out quickly. Number 2, she has so much money that she can buy whatever she wants. Number 3, the cake was so delicious that I ate all of it and now I don't feel well. Number 4, the store had so few customers that it had to close down. Number 5, Matt's idea was so good that everyone agreed with it immediately. And I will need to scroll down just a little bit here. And Joe answered the question so quickly that she was the first to finish. Say hello to my cat. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear him. That is my cue right there with our cat, that I will finish the video now. And yeah, thank you. And our cat thanks you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Bye.